guys, welcome back to another video. Ignore the noise coming from the auger. First off, this video, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope everybody got what they wanted and everything. We're building fence today. I'm off for a week. I've been needing to get this done. Again, probably spring, we're gonna start buying some more nanny goats, and I want this big pen for them. That kind of like a quarantine pen slash, I can just put them in here and let them go. And they'll be content. And they'll have a big enough area where they can come through and everything. Bad news on the tractor. Last video did great, and I really appreciate each and one of y'all that watched it. It did good, a lot better than my normal videos. But the bad thing with the tractor, the engine is severely locked up. I put a starter on it yesterday to see if it would bust, and it didn't. I'll throw a picture in right now of a picture of the valve train and everything up top, and y'all probably say, oh, you could probably just soak it in vinegar and hit it a couple times and clean it and it'll be good. I couldn't even get it to turn over. Like, nothing would turn over yesterday. I think something's locked up in the clutch ain't disengaging, allowing the rear end to stay engaged. So that tractor's sat for a long time. We're gonna work on getting another tractor eventually. So I need all y'all to go hit that subscribe and like button so we can make that possible. But yeah, we're gonna build fences in, put gates up. With me fencing in the section I'm about to, and I'll show y'all real quick. So, the zip tie fluid, right there told me that. From that post, there's a stake right there, down to the bottom of this terrace, all the way following this terrace, all the way around is going to be fenced in. And even better, I'm putting gates up also. The one thing I always hated about this one pen is I had to go through, before the barn, I had to go through 2 different pens to get to this one pen. I hated it, didn't want to do it anymore, so I finally broke down. We're putting a 12-foot gate at the beginning of the new pasture, 10-foot gate going from this pasture to the middle. We're going to put a 10-foot gate at the very back of this pasture. So when I fence in the field, if I need to, I can turn animals out into the field and they can come back all the way up here and eat, get water, whatever, So yeah, that's the plan today. We're going to try to get this done. Today's Tuesday. So I plan to have this done by tomorrow or Thursday at the latest. I'm going ahead and putting all the posts in today to be able to let them cure fully, because I got a couple posts I did on the barn. They didn't fully cure, so now they're kind of wobbly a little bit, which ain't gonna bother me, But I'm gonna let all these fully cure. We got 14 posts to put in, or technically 12. I bought 2 more than what I needed, and we're gonna swap out a couple more posts as we go. I want to try to get rid of all the small round posts and put all 4x4s in. 4x4s seem to be a lot cheaper. You think about it, I'm in at $10 a 4x4. A round post, especially like a gate post, is like $20. And the 4x4s, they look better to me. I like them better. That's just me though. And eventually I'll come back through. You can get caps for the 2x4s. We'll come back through and cap all of them. The 2x4s. The 4x4s. We'll come back through and cap them all. That way we ain't got to worry about them rotting or nothing like that. So we're about to put our first hole in the ground. We're going to move to 2 more corner posts. And then I got a bunch of support beams going around the terrace just to help everything stay put up. So y'all stay tuned, and I'll pick y'all back up here in a minute. What is up, guys? It's like 2 days later. We decided we were going on a little family vacation for a couple days. So I was trying to get as much of the fence done as I could before we left, and we just pulled back up. So I'm gonna show y'all. It ain't done by no means. I still got to put another gate up and build a couple of H braces and stuff like that. But she's almost there. So this is where the 12-foot gate came into play. You see, there was the old pen. You can see where the fence used to go, right through there. So the 12-foot gate, and then I had to build an H brace here because the gate's so heavy I was wanting to pull that post over. So we got an H brace with a winch, kind of pulling that post up. We got the 5-strand wire and our 4x4s on each post. And I didn't stay with my original plan on staying at the bottom of the terrace. This first post, because I literally came off that post, just wrapped it around that post with some insulator, and then came here and attached. And I still got to cut off and finish and everything and tie everything in. But this post is actually almost on top of the terrace, and the fence stays on top, and then that second post is where it falls down under. And I'll show y'all that real quick and everything. So I used 4x4s because they were cheaper, about half the price. And I'm not gonna say I regret it by no means. There's a little bit more work to go into it when you use a 4x4 post. Like right here on this gate, it's gonna need an H brace because, yeah, you can see the wiggle in the post. That's just the post moving. That ain't in the ground. So I'm gonna have to put one here to help hold this gate up, which ain't no big deal. I cut that cattle panel like I did for that one up there. And I was worried about not having enough room between this post and the fence, just in case I want to bring hay or something, bring a truck back here, which I'm not going to be able to pull a truck and trailer in here and be able to turn around. Be able to pull a truck in here and turn around just fine. And I'm not really worried about pulling a truck and trailer in here, just because I probably won't ever. I feed hay in the barn, I feed feed in the barn, so I'm trying to really cut back on the hay waste. I don't know what the tar he's barking at. But I feed in the barn to cut back on hay waste because hay is just freaking expensive. But we went with 3 support beams, or support 4x throughout the back strand of the fence to take a little bit of the pressure off the T-post. I mean, that made a pretty gradual bend from starting way over there all the way around, and you can actually see it when you tighten the post up. And down here, I'm actually going to have to take and build 2 H braces down here, and one of them being for the gate, another 10-foot gate, and it's going to go right there. So I'll come in, pop another post 4 foot, put a beam in with a winch to help hold that gate up. But this post, if you look at it, it's actually cocked, and it's just actually the top piece of the post also. So I'll probably come in, put a post 4 foot, put a beam in with a winch to keep the extra tension off of the post. If you know what I'm saying. Just to add some extra support in here. That way eventually this right here, with it raining and everything, it being on the bottom of a terrace, that way it don't just erode and knock out. So yeah, guys, we got a little bit more to go. I got to build that section right here, and then that H-brace, and probably one where I just showed you, and put that gate up. And then all of this right here is open for business. And I did a 5-strand fence, because that's what I built with everything else. 5 strands that holds goats in just fine. I mean, I do the top, middle, and bottom hot, and the 2 in between grounds. So with everything tied together, if they hit those 2 strands just right, it'll pop both of them, or it'll pop the shit out of them. But eventually we're gonna come through, clean all this mess up. This is where our old barn used to be when Hurricane Michael came through. Gosh, it's been probably 6 or 7 years ago. There was 3 or 4 barns on this one lot, and it took out every one of them. So the old owner decided it was a good idea to pile everything in one big pile right here, and it was all growed up and everything. You can tell it ain't anymore because the goats came through and cut it down. Fence popping. But yeah, y'all, we got a little bit more, and it's really opened this one space up a lot. I think this one pen, it ain't exactly a 1/4 acre now. It's a little under a quarter with the way I mapped it out and everything. So I mean, it ain't bad to run a few mama goats on. I still got the middle pen for Josephine. I got the front pen for Bruce and Edward, and all that. And we'll go in here and see them real quick and check on them. I just fed them, so they're all in the barn. And y'all, this barn has 100% paid for itself the way I did it. It's so easy to catch everybody up now. There goes Josephine. I had to lock her up in the pen for like 2 days to get, or about a day and a half. I locked her up in the pen to be able to take that whole strand out and to be able to move it to where I needed to. But this is actually really good. It turned out really great. I love how it turned out. It's just, I love it. I'm hoping y'all can experience with me as we go on. So if you haven't already, please go like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have any questions on how I did anything. And here's Bruce and Edward. Edward's eating. Bruce done ate all his. He's still not really wanting to come up to you too much. I figure with a little bit of time we can get him to come on. But y'all, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We did. We got to spend it with our little one, which was really fun because, you know, him only being, 5 months old, he's just so full of life and just loves everything. So y'all stay tuned, and like I said, please go like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions on how I did anything out here, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one.